Flashy Inc. Future Outlook. So our future outlook is going to be based off years 7 through 9, quarters 1 through 4. So we're going to start off with future expansion. So Flashy Inc. plans on opening 6 more lines of full capacity in Pandao. We also plan on closing 4 lines in America 2. So by the end of year 9, America 2 would have 2 full capacities running, where Pandao would have 10 full capacities running. Flash Inc. has no future plans in completely closing the home plant in America 2, just in case company needs more production or an increase in demand, but also just as a safety backup planning, just in case anything were to happen to our plant in Pandao. Financing activity. So we haven't had, the last 6 years, we haven't issued any bonds. We currently, due to large amount of cash obtained by Flash Inc. due to previous investments. Dividends. Unfortunately, in the last 6 years, Flash Inc. is yet to pay any forms of dividends to its investors, so management has decided in year 8 to issue $1 million in dividends to assure investors positive profits. Stocks and stock repurchases. Flash Inc. has sold a majority of its shares in years 1 through 3 to finance its expenses. Flash Inc. would like to repurchase at least a minimum of 1 million shares by the end of year 9. And last but not least, CD accounts. So in the last 6 years, Flash Inc. has invested $2 million in the past in CD accounts just to have some type of interest and extra, on that actual CD money that we've put in. So what we've decided is by the end of year 9, we plan on putting an extra $1 million in CDs just to get the interest rate. So production planning. What we're going to do with production planning, I've based it off years 7, 8, and 9, but each slide will have quarter 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. So starting off with year 7, quarter 1, and quarter 2. We aren't going to be doing any type of major changes. Actually, in year 7, quarter 1 and 2, Flash Inc. expects for demand to stay relatively equal compared to what it was in year 6. So the output will be 520,000 both quarter 1 and quarter 2, and there will be 6 active lines in America 2 and 4 active lines in Pandao, and that goes for both quarter 1 and 2. Year 7, quarter 3 and 4 is where it kind of gets a little different. So year 7, quarter 3, we will have 6 active lines in America 2, but also 6 active lines in Pandao, making a total output of 624,000. In year 7, quarter 4, what we're going to do is we're going to lower 2 lines. We're going to get rid of 2 lines of full capacity in America 2 and add 2 lines in full capacity in Pandao. So our output's still going to be 624,000, but the only difference is the output in America 2 is only going to be 208,000, where in Pandao it's 416, totaling a total of 624,000. Our product price. So product price has been tricky for us. We've been up and down with our product price. We now, as a management team, we've decided we're going to keep our prices consistent. So in quarters 1 of 2 of every year, prices are going to be a little bit lower, but quarters 3 and 4, they're going to increase by 15 cents. So if you see in year 7, quarter 1, our price in America 2 is $11.05, where in that same year, but quarter 3 and 4, it's $11.20. And it goes on and on. So we're going to be increasing our prices 15 cents every 2 quarters. Future marketing. So future marketing, unfortunately, in the past maybe 6 years, we've struggled in marketing and advertising our brand. We've only put in about $75,000 to $80,000, occasionally $100,000 into actual marketing. So what management's decided to do is, you know what, we're going to double that. We're going to add a lot more, especially in quarter 4. Quarter 4 is where we're going to maximize our advertising expense and our marketing, and we're going to spend about $150,000 to $160,000 within years 7 through 9 in just quarter 4 alone, because that's when we know that is our busiest time, and we want to make sure we have our upper hand on our competitors.
The first and most important part of the policy game that we would change is our strategy. In the beginning, we wanted to sell high-end products, which included high quality and high features. After the first decision, we found that this strategy did not work for us, so we decided to change the strategy and sell moderate price and moderate featured items. We did not stick to the original plan that we had, so in time, this was proven to be ineffective. At the end of the game, we ended up completely changing our strategy and ended up selling low price, low quality, and low featured items. In the future, if given the opportunity, we would stick to one strategy and try to become experts on that certain strategy and figure out what exactly we need to do to make it work. Also, in the beginning, we opened up the facility in Pandao, which was one of our best decisions that we made. But the problem with that was that we decided to only open 4 lines, and that proved to be very unsuccessful. And we had wished that we had opened 8 in Pandao and actually shut some down in America too, which would have led to the UPC of our products to be lower, considering most of the products would be made in Pandao at a lower cost. Our finance section was one of the sections that we had the most trouble with. In the beginning, we wanted to invest and issue stock, but we didn't realize that there was already a defaulted value that was issued in the beginning of the quarter for our first decision. Therefore, we issued numerous amounts of stock on top of that, which was a huge mistake for us, and that did not allow for our stock to grow and prosper. Instead, it actually plummeted, and it never reached the potential that it could have. So if given the opportunity, we would slowly issue stock and not put such a big amount in the beginning so that our stock price could go up. Also, it took us literally till the last decision for us to put our stock back to where it was, because every quarter we would buy back stock, but we were only allowed to buy back a minimal amount. Also, we issued bonds in the beginning, and we failed to realize that we never bought them back. So that would be another decision that we would change. And as far as the lines in Pandao that I had mentioned previously, if those lines were to open up, it would help our finances, and it would decrease the unit product cost, which really hurt us. We had the highest product cost out of all of our competitors. For the marketing section of the business policy game, we began leaving the advertising at the default value, and we saw that it really didn't do much. So the next quarter, we decided to invest a little bit more in marketing, but we also saw that it did not affect our sales. If given the opportunity again, we would actually try to invest a lot more in marketing, but only when the new products were released. We would actually spend 2 to 3 more times in advertising than what the default value was, to see if that would help boost the sales when a new product. Overall, our team learned a lot of valuable skills that we can take on with us in the future. One of the main one was being able to work as a team. As with any team, there's a lot of different attitudes and personalities, and we had to learn how to deal with all of those at once and arrive at a decision. Some people didn't agree on certain things, some people did, and we all had to kind of make a couple of sacrifices and kind of come to terms with exactly what we wanted to do. It's about hearing other people's ideas and actually being able to consider them, because sometimes you hear an idea and you automatically disregard it, but we were actually able to, kind of see everybody's point of view. And this allowed us to accomplish one goal together, which obviously is to pass the class and graduate. But overall, this game taught us a lot of life lessons as far as how our decisions would impact our company if we were to decide to open up our own business. And we would like to thank you for this course, and thank you for everything that we learned throughout this course, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.